As an undergraduate, I was a pre-med major and always knew I was going to medical school. Everybody in my family knew I was going to medical school. The only 7 people that didn't know were the 7 medical schools I applied to that all rejected me. And so my senior year in college, a nun who I knew, I'd been volunteering teaching religious ed to kids with disabilities. And Sister Janice Ryan said, well, of course you didn't get into medical school. You're not supposed to be a doctor. You're supposed to be a special ed teacher. You're from Syracuse. You go home on spring break. You see Bert Blatt and you tell him that Sister Janice said hello and tell him that you're going to get your master's degree in special ed from him. And so I went and I met Bert and I told him, and he said, that's fine. Never applied anywhere. I incidentally did not know there was such a thing as special ed. I had a degree in biology and chemistry, and kids with disabilities were who I volunteered with because my college stressed community service, and I was at an all-male school and the tutoring was at an all-female school nearby. So I was looking for a date. I met a nun. She introduced me to Bert Blatt, and we started in August. And in August, or maybe it could have been September, Blatt announces we got this wonderful opportunity. This guy, Wolf Wolfensberger, is coming to give a speech. And I'm sure it was part of an interview or a job negotiation now that I know how universities work. But Wolfensberger is coming to speak, and I'm getting this master's degree in this special ed thing that I didn't really know existed until just a couple of months before. And I got there good and early to get a seat in this dark old classroom at Syracuse University, loose chairs. And the janitor or somebody is there and he's lining up the chairs and setting up the overhead projector and he's cleaning the projector and cleaning the tables. This guy in a brown turtleneck and ordinary pants. And we're all sitting down to go meet the Dr. Wolfensberger. And the janitor's standing in the back of the room. And Blatt is starting the introduction and going on, how honored we are to have this international leader, Wolf Wolfensberger. A bunch of us had read Normalization literally over the weekend because he was coming. Found it stunning and a bit confusing, but not seeing this international leader anywhere. And Bert says, so now I want to welcome Wolf Wolfensberger to come up here, and up walks the janitor in the brown turtleneck, and it's Wolf. He'd been setting up the room and cleaning the projector and all those things, and then suddenly here's this guy, not at all what we were expecting, and he did an hour and a half on normalization, and I was 6 months before, I was a biology major thinking I was going to medical school, and suddenly Sister Janice says I'm studying with Bert Blatt, and I'm suddenly listening to Wolf Wolfensberger talking about this entirely different world. It was very strange.